Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So in my previous video, I had started with module 2, that is design of combinational logic circuits. In that we have seen with the concepts of the basic adder circuits. One is half adder and full adder. And with respect to the truth table, logic diagram using logic gates, and some of the expressions for sum and carry. And we have noted down the expressions for sum and carry for both half adder as well as full adder. And I've told you that half adder uses two input bits and two output bits, whereas full adder uses three input bits and two output bits, because one bit is extra, that is carry input. Okay, so in the same way we are going to be discussing one more type of logic circuit, that is called as half subtractor and full subtractor in this video. Okay, so with respect to the previous video only, half subtractor means we are having two input bits, that is x, y, and two output bits. In this case, that is, you see here, one is d and b. Okay, so here d and b stands for, here d is the difference and b is the borrow. For this also we are having different sets of expressions, and with respect to the logic gates, with respect to and or gates, we are going to be maintaining the relation between half subtractor and full subtractor circuits. Okay, how to build the circuits, everything you are going to be learning in this video. So stay tuned till the end, guys. Don't skip any part of the video. Okay, so now let us start with the concept of half subtractor. So a logic circuit that subtracts y, that is the subtrahend. This y symbol is the subtrahend, and from x, that is the minuend, where x and y are one bit numbers and they are called as half subtractor. Okay, so here they have specially mentioned that the values of x and y are one bit numbers. Okay, only one bit can be stored at a time, and with respect to a single bit, the operation takes place of half subtractor. Okay, so as I've told you, it has two inputs, one is x and one is y. One is the minuend part and another one is the subtrahend part, and two outputs, d and b. So d stands for difference and b stands for borrow. Okay, so this is the basic block diagram of a half subtractor. Please note it down. Now, the operation of this logic circuit is based on the rules of binary subtraction given in the truth table, represented on the basis of the subtraction process. Okay, so basically here we are performing the binary subtraction, and based on that only, with respect to the number of combinations taking place, subtractions would be taking place, and we would be getting the expressions for difference and borrow. Okay, so how that is done, it is mentioned in this truth table here. So this is the truth table of the basic half subtractor circuit. Okay, as I've told you, we are having two inputs, so totally 2 to the power n combinations, that is four combinations would be there, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, and for these four combinations, first you need to be finding the difference values along with the borrow values. Okay, so you see here, first is difference, 0 minus 0, the difference is 0. 0 minus 1, the difference is 1, and the borrow is also 1. Okay, because the difference is 1 and we are getting the negative value, so that should be kept in the borrow bit. Okay, so 1 minus 0 is, again, difference is 1, but here the borrow is 0, because 1 minus 0, directly if you do the subtraction, we would be getting one positive value itself, so borrow would be 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, difference is 0, borrow is also 0. So like this you would be getting four sets of values for difference as well as borrow. Okay, so for 0 0, difference is 0, borrow is 0. For 0 1, difference is 1, borrow is 1. For 1 0, difference is 1, borrow is 0. And for 1 1, difference is 0 and borrow is 0. Okay, so the difference output in the third column has the same logic pattern as when x is XORed with y in the same case of sum. Okay, hence an XOR gate can be used to give difference of two bits. So here you see, here the combination whatever we get, right, it is corresponding to the XOR truth table, right? XOR also for 0 0, like whenever we are having same bits, the output is 0, and when the bits are changed, the output is 1, right? So it follows the same pattern of XOR truth table. So that's why XOR gate can be used to give the difference of two bits, and the borrow output can be in the fourth column, can be obtained by using a NOT gate and gate as shown in the circuit diagram. Okay, so with respect to this, how the borrow expression is done, you see here, and this is the logical equations for difference d and borrow b. So you see here, difference d is given by as it corresponds to the XOR truth table, so that's why it is x XORed with y. So it is basically equal to x bar y plus xy bar. Okay, so this is the difference expression for a half subtractor, and the borrow expression would be x bar y. Okay, so with respect to x bar y, since you know that these two are getting multiplied, and since we are having one complement, so one NOT gate and AND gate are used. Okay, so these are the expressions which we are obtaining for difference and borrow, and this is the basic logic diagram which is drawn for a half subtractor. You see here there are two inputs taken, x and y, and first is the difference. It is a XOR gate, so x and y should be given to one XOR gate, and output is the difference obtained between those two bits here. And from the same input bits you should be taking one x bar, so that's why from x input you should be drawing one NOT gate, and y input should be directly given to the AND gate. So like this you would be getting the borrow expression, and this is the logic circuit obtained for an half subtractor. Okay, so this is the truth table, and these are the differential difference and borrow expressions, truth table, and the basic definition of half subtractor. Okay, so these many things you need to be noting down in case if they ask half subtractor circuit. Okay, so please note it down. Now let's get to the one more important circuit in this video, that is related to full subtractor. Okay, here we are using three bits, three input bits, one that is x, y, z, and two output bits, difference and borrow. Okay, here we are not having carry input and carry output in case of full subtractor. Directly we are using three bits and three input bits and two output bits. Okay, so you see here the full subtractor is a combinational circuit which is used to perform subtraction of three single bits. So here the subtraction of three single bits are done all together simultaneously in order to get the expressions for difference as well as borrow. Okay, so this is the basic block diagram of a full subtractor. You see here these are the inputs, these are given through the input stages, and these are the three inputs x, y, z. It is given through the full subtractor block, and difference and borrow is obtained. Okay, so please note it down. Now let's get to the truth table of the full subtractor. So this is the basic truth table of a full subtractor. Here, as I've told you, there are three inputs x, y, and z. So that's why there would be 2 to the power 3 combinations, that is total of 8 combinations starting from 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, and 1 1 1. For this, taking two bits at a time, you should be doing the difference and you should be calculating the difference and borrow. Okay, first the difference for 0 minus 0 minus 0, if you do the subtraction, binary subtraction, you will be getting 0. Borrow is also 0. Now if you do 0 minus 0 minus 1, you would be getting difference as 1. Okay, and borrow is also 1 because 0 minus 1 is minus 1, so that negative value should be written in the borrow stage. Okay, so that's why it is 1 here. And 0 minus 1, again 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and minus 1 minus 0 is again minus 1, so that's why difference obtained is 1, and borrow is also 1 here. Okay, and here the same thing, 0 minus 1 is 1, sorry, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and minus 1 is again 0. Okay, so that's why here difference obtained is 0, because we are here 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So that's why there would be no any difference obtained here, and but the borrow is obtained here because of the negative value. Okay, now here 1 minus 0, it is 1, difference is 1, borrow is 0. 1 minus 1, difference is 0, borrow is also 0. 1 minus 1, again difference 0, borrow 0. 1 minus 1 minus 1, so that's why difference is 1, borrow obtained is also 1. Okay, so like this you should be getting the complete truth table, and these are the expressions which we get for difference and borrow. Okay, first you need to be checking whether this follows any standard logic gate truth table or not, but if you see the combinations here, it won't be following any logic gate truth table. So with respect to uh, each bits, now that combination should be written together. See how it is given here. In case of full adder, we have done the same thing, right? That only we are doing here. You see here, as shown, there are 8 possible input combinations for these 3 inputs, and for each case d and b values are listed as I've shown you. Now from the truth table, the logic expression d can be written by summing up all the input combinations for which the difference output is 1. That is, you see here, you should be considering all the 1 values. So here this is 1 1 1 and 1. That combination you should be summing up. That you see here, this one is the if we do the combination of 0 0 1, then only you would be getting this one. So you should be writing x bar, you, as I've told you, x 0 corresponds to x bar, or y bar or z bar, and 1 corresponds to the bit itself. So this is x bar, y bar, z. Okay, like that you should be adding all these 4 combinations here. So x bar, y bar, z plus x bar, y, z bar plus x, y bar, z bar plus xyz. Okay, so that fourth thing you should be writing it here like this, as I've told you: x bar y bar z plus x bar y z bar plus xy bar z bar plus xyz. Okay, here you do the simplifications. Here in these two terms, x bar is common, you take it outside, write the remaining terms y bar z plus yz bar, plus here in these two terms x is common, y bar z bar plus yz. Okay, so you see here x bar, and here it corresponds to the OR gate, sorry, XOR gate expression, so it would be y XORed with z. Here also it this expression corresponds to XNOR expression, so that's why y is XNORed with z. Okay, that is y XOR z the whole complement. So here altogether these two expressions is of the form x bar and one term here plus x into one complement term. So that's why this together would be the difference expression, that is x XORed with y XORed with z. So this is the difference equation for a half subtractor. Similarly, for borrow equation also, wherever the bits are high, that combinations you need to be summing it up. Okay, that is x bar y bar z plus x bar y z bar plus x bar y z plus x y z. Here you take the common terms. So if you consider uh, z here, z, if you take common here from these two expressions, that is x bar y bar z and x bar y z, if you take z common, you would be getting x bar y plus xy bar. Then here if you take x bar y common, you would be getting z bar plus z. Okay, if you consider this expression and this expression, in these two expressions x bar y is common and the remaining terms are z bar plus z, and in these two expressions z is common, so we are left with x bar y bar plus uh, x bar y plus xy bar. Okay, like that if you do the borrow expression, if you solve, you would be getting z into x XORed with y plus x bar y, because z bar plus z is equal to 1. So this is the borrow expression we get after simplifying the full subtractor truth table. Okay, so this circuit diagram for full subtractor is constructed from half subtractor and the extension to it is given below. So this is the basic full subtractor logic circuit with respect to difference and borrow expressions. Okay, so firstly, difference is x XORed with y XORed with z, so that is written here. See here, these are the three inputs x y z. First, all these three inputs, first what I've done is I've done the two x and y I've XORed it together, and the output for that I've XORed it with z here. So that's why you would be getting the complete difference equation. Similarly for borrow, that is z into x XORed with y, so z, where is z here? So this is z, right? That is, we should be taking, we should be multiplying it with the x XORed with y, that is this term here, whatever this output is produced, right? From here you need to be multiplying it and you should be giving it to the AND gate. You see here, this z input, this z input is given here one, and one more input is x XORed with y, so these two are given to the AND gate. Then since you are having plus, that is x bar into y, so this is x bar and this is y, so x bar into y, so that's why these two are given again to the one AND gate, and altogether this is given to the OR gate because these two are getting added up, right? So that's why we would be getting the final borrow expression, and like this the logic circuit for full subtractor is constructed. Okay, so this is the logic circuit, difference, borrow expression, truth table, and the definition of a full subtractor, as I've told you. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video, guys. I hope you understood the concepts of half subtractor and full subtractor. Please let us know in the comments. Okay, in the next video we are going to be seeing with some other important logic circuits from this module, and we are going to be winding up this module. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. Thank you.